Hey guys, so this is Denise and hello, and I am just going to show you real quickly how to make a roller top bottle. What I do is I take an old bottle, say an old, you can use an old deep relief bottle, which actually comes with the roller top. You can use any one of your old empty bottles, whether it be the 15 ml or the 5 ml, it really doesn't matter. I just take the labels off, but the label doesn't come off of the deep relief. So I'm just going to show you with this one what I do. When it's empty, I use the cap to pop the roller top off. And what I do is I use the thread and just kind of, if I can, I'm going to show you how to pop it off. And if that doesn't work, because it's not, I just put my finger under it and just pop it out like that. So then I'm going to make a pain blend, and it's going to be kind of an extensive pain blend, which means extra strength kind of, because for me I have a lot of pain. So I'm going to do 5, this is Copaiba. I'm going to do 5 Copaiba. I'm going to do 10 Panaway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10 Panaway. As I drip it on my computer. That's not good. Don't drip it on your computer. Next I'm going to do 10 basil, because basil is really good for pain. And you can adjust this to however you want to do. I mean, you can do more of one drop, less of certain drops. I've just found that pretty much 10 across the board in a bottle like this is pretty good, of each oil. And so I'm going to do 10 peppermint. And then if you find that you don't like the smell of it, you can always add a little bit more of one of those that you do prefer the smell of, because all of these, like I said, are good for pain. And then next one up after peppermint would be wintergreen. Now, if you are taking blood thinners, wintergreen is also in Panaway. There's not very much of it. You want to minimize your use of wintergreen. If you're taking blood thinners, it is okay to use, but you want to minimize that. So if you are taking blood thinners and you're using the Panaway in it, I wouldn't add the extra wintergreen. But because of my pain and I'm not on blood thinners, I'm going to go ahead and add that. Alright, so the next up is lemongrass. And lemongrass is really has a strong smell to it. Very lemony. I wish there was smell-o-vision on here, but there's not. And it tends to overpower the other smells, but because it smells so yummy, I don't really care. A lot of people really love it. I think you will too. Alright, so then as you can see, I don't know if you can see with the lighting in here. Yeah, you can. The oil is actually about right up to here. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rest of this. I'm going to use some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. And I am just going to fill up to the top lip here. So just right to here. Right below that. And then what you do is you take your roller top, you're going to press it on, and then you're going to use the cap to actually tighten it on there. You're going to, and then when you open it back up, just make sure that there's no that it's totally sealed. You want to just make sure that it's totally sealed, because sometimes they don't pop on there well. And if they don't, sometimes you have to use the palm of your hand on a flat, hard surface. It does hurt the hand, so I try to use the cap if at all it'll do that. And that's how you make a pain roller. And then you're just gonna, it's mixed now, and it's super easy. I'm gonna roll it across here, across my back where I'm hurting so much. And then after I rub it in, I'm gonna cup it over my nose, inhale 3-4 times through my nostrils, and then once through my mouth. And you can do it more than that. and just the smell of peppermint, there's studies showing that it helps with pain. So I just wanted to show you guys that quick video. Hope this was helpful to you, how to make your own roller top. God bless.